Okay, I am recording, and so I have it in. Do you guys prefer to watch the recording in this view, or do you think it's better to have it in speaker view? Does anyone want to weigh in really quick? I mean, you're all on tonight, so you're not going to watch this recording, but really quick, anyone have a preference? Speaker.
Speaker.
Okay. There we go. Speaker view it is. Okay, we're going speaker view. So you're going to see in big form the person talking, which won't always be me, thankfully. I'm Kayla Trautmann, if you don't know me, and I am your global director now. Say what? I'm still geeking out about that. So, but it's not me, and I want to make sure I take a second to honor. And so we're going to have a great section tonight of recognition, and we're going to honor all of the leaders and the people that help us hit those kind of ranks as an organization. But global, we are a global organization. This is our first official meeting as such. So I'm pretty excited to be with you guys tonight. The icebreaker question of the night is, get ready to unmute your line and take a turn and say who you are, where you live, because we do not know where everybody lives, and do not do the whole traditional, like, I've been in direct sales since 1990. Like, I just want to know who you are, where you live, and what you're most excited for this fall season starting next Tuesday. Go.
Lisa Buskey, Central New York, and I am most excited about the queso.
Hell yeah, me too. Sorry, Kendi, me too. I'm so excited about the queso. And Lisa, I just learned a fun fact about you. You've probably even said this before, but it just registered that you're in New York, and I don't know why I didn't know that before. So thanks for telling us.
Jamie Rich, I'm from Nebraska, Prague, Nebraska, and I am most excited for soups.
Good one. Keep going. That's a good one, Jamie. Nice to see you, friend.
I'm Tara Scher. I'm in Mesa, Arizona, and I'm most excited about finally being able to show everyone what we got. I suck at keeping secrets, and it's killing me.
Me too. Me too.
I'm
Kristen
Lehue. I'm in Northeast Arkansas, and this is my first season launch because I just started back in July, so I'm just excited about everything.
Cool. Awesome. Welcome. I think Jennifer.
I'm Jennifer Filio. I am from Burton, Michigan, which is just outside of Flint. And I'm excited about the fact that I've just gotten to the point where I have people coming to me and asking to have parties. So I know that that's really going to launch my season off great.
Awesome. Woo woo.
Hi, I'm Alicia Barnes. I'm in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, and I'm most excited for the updated business kit.
Yes. Yeah, good one. Thank you, Alicia. Good to see you too. It's going to be great. It's a great kit. We're already seeing the great numbers. I got to go look and see how many newbies. If you're brand new this month already, way to get on a call. And if you're brand new last month, we had 98 new team members join us last month. So congratulations. Oh, I can read some of the chat. I see people chatting. Who else wants to share? Unmute your line again and share who you are, where you live.
So Kayla, I just started like 5 days ago, which we just had our call.
Yeah.
But I'm just really super excited. Sorry. The whole workout going on, but just excited to share all this with everybody and how to really prepare healthy meals really quickly.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, we just did your call. I was gonna say we just did your call like was it a week ago? A little over? Can't even remember.
I don't even think it's been a week yet.
It hasn't. Okay.
Yeah.
That's how life has been going. Okay, great. And I saw your sales have been rocking already. So way to go.
I know. I'm so excited.
Yeah, keep it up. Awesome work. Glad you're here.
I'm Melissa Trado.
Hi, Melissa.
Hi, I'm from Oshkosh, Wisconsin, and I am most excited, I think, about the African stew and getting that into our house.
Yeah, that's awesome. Also, Melissa, I have a prize for you in my office, and I'm going to come to Oshkosh at some point. I think I have 3 people in Oshkosh I owe a prize to. I think I'm going to make a delivery. So just so you know, I've got new products for you coming your way. So. Yeah, glad you're on. Who else?
This is Kim Van Hoof. I'm from Sherwood, Wisconsin. I just joined a couple days ago as well. So I haven't even gotten my stuff, but I'm trying to get some things lined up.
Awesome. Couple more, just go.
I'm Sarah Beyer. I'm from the northern part of Wisconsin, a small little town called Spooner, so about an hour and a half south of Duluth, Lake Superior. I'm only in my second month, super duper excited to get some teammates joining me. I have potentially 3 or 4 people that are out there, but I'm really excited for the desserts because I have celiac disease. And so everything for me has to be gluten-free. And so like, I'm excited to try new, different desserts.
Love it. Love it. I love the chat too. Keep sharing in the chat and I'll keep monitoring it. But welcome Kim from Pennsylvania. I saw Alexis. Who else?
Okay, ready? Are we ready to talk? Okay. Say hi. Okay. Okay. No. Okay. Hi, I'm Erica from Northern California. We are on our brand new trampoline right now, so it's a lot of excitement right here. But I am most excited to promote to leader this fall.
Woo woo! Yay! I love that I get to work with Sarah McClanathan, who is Erica's upline, and I get to help in that process. So it's going to be an exciting month or 2 months here. Who else? Thanks, Erica.
I'll share. My name is Emily. I also live in Northern California, and I also will be promoting to leader this September.
Woo woo! Hi, Emily. Thanks for calling in. I know you don't have AC tonight, and it's blazing hot.
Oh my God,
there.
it's so bad. Yeah, it reached over 100 degrees, so we were dying.
Yeah, that's hot. And I'm in my slippers.
I'm Amy.
Yeah.
Hi, Amy.
Hi. I just noticed that my Zoom name is ELA Amy Hine because now I'm switched to school mode. That's English Language Arts Department Amy Hine. So I'm most excited for pumpkin stuff. Yes.
Ooh, good one.
Yeah.
Business kit, pumpkin stuff, soups, new season for the first time, fast starts going strong, leader promotions. I love it. How about 2 more? Who wants to go?
Hi, I'm Lisa Whitish, and I live in Chautauqua, and I'm most excited about sharing the brand new products with new people in the area. Just recently moved.
Awesome. Thank you, Lisa. And then I think did I hear another voice at the same time?
Yes. Josh.
Hi, Josh. Yeah,
Hi.
go, Josh. Oh, you just muted Josh. Did you mute yourself?
Hello.
Yeah, gotcha. Good.
Hello.
Go.
Okay. So my name is Josh Gunther from Allsup, Illinois. It's a little bit south of Chicago. I am a culinary student. Well, I studied culinary arts rather, and I've been a chef in the hospitality industry for over a decade. So I'm looking forward to seeing what I can do with some of the new Epicure ingredients and kits, and how I can show them off with some of my culinary knowledge and spread that through some of my live videos.
Awesome. Josh, who's your leader? Who's your upline?
Kayla, I'm his leader. His upline
Okay.
is Kirsten Binder, but I'm his leader.
Yes.
Awesome. I was actually wondering
Sorry.
only because I know. No, Josh, that's okay. It's okay if you wouldn't have known. I was curious
Josh,
because
don't
Stephanie.
be sorry. You joined today. Don't be sorry.
Yes.
And that whole team is like culinary people. So I was wondering if that's where you fit in. So that's just funny irony that is where you fit in, but you didn't know her name. So that makes me even giggle harder. So perfect. Welcome to the team, Josh. We're super excited to have you. And this month and last month, we've welcomed quite a few gentlemen. So if you see a ton of women right now, don't be intimidated by that. I do want you to know that there's really strong male leaders in the company. And also our team, our organization is starting to find more and more males. But we were so new here in the United States that this first batch has just been finding anyone. And I hate to say this, but women seem to be more open to the concept at first of multi-level marketing or direct sales. However, men can totally cook. And most of the time, if you ask our hostesses, 50% of them at least say, well, my husband does the cooking. So you're in an awesome place as far as your skill set and your expertise and what you love as well. So how about one more? Thanks, Josh.
You're welcome.
I see Tabitha from Brownsville, Lamira. She's excited about the queso. I love that you guys are just like specifically naming products. Melissa's excited about the African stew. Oh yeah, Kelsey, I saw you. I think you were going to unmute before. Kelsey Dottie?
Hello.
Dad.
Oh, yes, that's right. Dottie. Yep.
Okay, and you're
I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota. I just, Minneapolis. And
okay. Is it cutting out for just me or is it cutting out for everyone? Everyone? Okay, I always ask that question. So you might have to type in the text, Kelsey. We could only hear the beginning part where you said your name in Minneapolis, and then it totally cut out and gave us a really weird slow motion robot version of whatever you were saying.
How about now?
Yeah, now we can hear you. Perfect.
Okay, great. Sorry. I'm
That's
from
okay.
Minneapolis, Minnesota. I just got my business kit yesterday, and I've already used the steamer 3 times. So I look forward to sharing that with everyone else.
Yay!
And here's my dog. He's running away. Here he is. This is Marvel.
Oh, hi, Marvel, your face. I love it. Well, thank you all. If you want to continue to share, go ahead and share in the chat. Just make sure your line is muted for the next couple of minutes. We're going to have 2 rock stars share some personal testimonies to kick us off here tonight. And we're changing it up a little bit. Throughout the month, I watch for those names of some of those newcomers or people that are just killing it, and we invite them to share. Tonight, I've actually asked 2 leaders to share for 2 very different reasons. So I'm going to start tonight with leader Sarah Mahoney from, I'm blanking on where she lives, so she's going to totally tell you where she lives in a second. I am asking her to share tonight because, well, first off, her energy is contagious. So when she unmutes and starts talking, have a piece of paper and a pen ready because she's going to give you lots of great tips. She's been business-minded. She's just super enthusiastic. But one of the things that Sarah did 2 months ago now is she was having, where you get to a certain part of the month and then you start to doubt yourself and your goals, and you start to wonder if the timing is right and if things are going to come into play. And Christine, her leader, had kind of come to myself and to Laura Kaiholtz, their director, and said, hey, Sarah's so capable and she's so amazing. Do you have any advice or any words to help her? And so we rallied together and we had conversations. And now, just again, 30 days or 60 days later, I want you to hear how Sarah's August went last month and kind of what she's most excited about right now in her Epicure business. So Sarah, I'm going to stop talking and you take it away and just teach us because you are amazing.
That's hilarious. I love you, Kayla. You crack me up. So I'm Sarah Mahoney, and Kayla probably forgets where I'm from because I live just outside of Cincinnati, Ohio. It's called Harrison, Ohio.
I knew it was Ohio. I could not remember the town. I totally blinked.
So where I live is less than 3 minutes from Indiana. I am right on the west side border of Indiana, Ohio, and I also work in a very separate part of Ohio. So I live and work in 2 very separate places. So I'm pretty much from all over Ohio, if you want to call it that way. But Kayla just kind of asked me to come on here and talk a little bit about my experience with Epicure. And just to give you guys a frame point, I signed on with Epicure on June 15th. And so that's not that far away. And when I had signed on with Christine. I happened to be in a friend from high school. She invited me to a party. And it was one of those random things. I'm very interested in food because I have been gluten-free and dairy-free for at least 10 years. So that was something I always want to know what's going on somewhere else and if there's something that I'm not aware of, because there are things out there that we don't even realize are out there. And so I jumped into this party and I looked at the website from my phone, which if you guys have not realized it, the website from the phone is super hard to navigate. So if anyone ever messages you and says, hey, I'm really having a hard time understanding Epicure, ask them the question, are you looking on the phone, a tablet, or on a computer? Because there's a significant difference in all of those things. I know it sounds like a random thing to ask somebody. Ask them that question, because once I got on my computer and could really dig more on the website, I started to realize, oh wait, there's something different about this company, completely different about this company. So I started to look into it, and then I was messaging Christine and asking her, hey, can you tell me more about what the kit is like? Because this steamer sounds too good to be true, but you have a 90-day warranty. So tell me more. And that was kind of how I approached Christine. And Christine was great. She wasn't pushy. She just gave me the information I was asking for. And then she was asking some really great leading questions for me. Why are you interested? What piques your interest the most? What are you seeing yourself using this for, kind of thing. So she kind of led me down a great path. And I finally was like, worst case scenario, I spend $150 on a kit and it becomes just another direct sales company that I had tried, because I tried several. And I also, in addition to doing Epicure, I do fat loss coaching on the side as well, in addition to being a special ed teacher, in addition to running a volleyball program. So I have 4 side gigs now. And yeah, I work full time and then I have 3 side gigs. So if I can do this, anybody can do this. But yes, I do have a daughter away at college, so I am an empty nester. So I am living a little bit different of a life. And so it just became this kind of a thing where it really exploded. I just put out there what Epicure was, and people just joined this group where Christine was great, my leader. She and I didn't have schedules that matched up, but she had another phenomenal consultant, Tamara Stowe. And if you guys ever get to talk to Tamara, she's amazing. She hooked me up with her. She ran my new party before I even had my kit. And even when I talked to Laura and Christine, they said, what are your goals? And I was pretty honest because I'm a very honest person, and anyone who knows me knows that. I think Kayla picked up on that pretty quickly. I just say it like it is. And I said, I can't tell you what my goals are because I need to interact with this kit more. However, I do know I believe in the mission of this company. Everybody should be eating good food. Everybody should stop eating out. What we do for people is what drives me. Truly, that's what I've been doing for years as far as health coaching and everything else. And so I had that little bit of a background, and then I had my own personal testimony of gluten and dairy free. And so it just kind of snowballed to where in my first month, I had 3 people who asked me to sign on. I didn't reach out to anybody. I just presented. Literally, it wasn't even me presenting. It was Tamara who presented in my launching group. And they said, how do I get in on this? I want to do what you're doing. Tell me more. What can you tell me? And it was just this thing that kind of kept going and going and going. But what I ended up doing after that first initial party was I ended up creating a separate VIP group. And I heard from Mackenzie, which I'm sorry, Mackenzie, I can't remember your name. You're on Karen's team. And she talked really well about when you lead a VIP group, that you have to have value and it shouldn't just be spammy sales. And you should be very consistent in when you're putting things out there. So great times to post on Facebook were 1 p.m., 4 p.m., and 7 p.m., whatever your own time zone is, because that's consistently when people are on. But 80% of your post should be you giving somebody else value or building a community. 20% should be about you trying to sell somebody something. So, and that can be something as simple as today, I was in the Epicure recipe group and somebody talked about how they made egg salad by just cracking some eggs in the steamer and chopping it up. And that was life-changing for me. And I thought, oh my gosh, everybody in my group who has a steamer has to see this. This is so cool that you can hard boil eggs and not have to peel the eggs. You can do all these great random things. And so I've tried to come at everything from the standpoint, how is this going to make somebody else's life easier? What can it do for them? And every time I post, it's more of what is the value behind it versus what am I trying to sell? Because at the end of the day, and Christine's been great about teaching me this, as well as Kayla, as well as Laura, what service are you providing? And if you come at it from a service mindset, then you're not becoming that spammy person that we're all afraid of being. Because let's be real, we all are terrified of our friends going, oh, here's that person. They're trying to sell me something else. And I really don't want that. But at the end of the day, especially in the times that we're living right now, we can't be, where I live in Ohio, you can't go to a restaurant past 10 p.m. And when you go to the restaurant, you have to wear a mask. And it's just very uncomfortable. And there's all these different rules and parameters and everything else. So if you can find any way to come at whatever you're trying to provide somebody as a place of service, that has been very successful for me at least. And then Kayla had asked me to talk about even my jump to leader. And I'll be the first person to tell you, I had 3 consultants in, I guess it was in July. And I was a senior consultant, maybe. I just hit that. And Christine messaged me. Was that right, Kayla? I was a senior consultant?
I think you were a senior in VIP right away. And then that's where you started the month, I think.
I think that's right. And so Christine messaged me and she said, do you realize you're on track to be a leader? And I just kind of laughed. And I sent that back to her. I said, LOL, you're kind of crazy. That's nuts. And she said, no, you really are. You just need 3 more people. Your own personal sales, with just a couple more people qualifying, will get you there. And what it took for me was somebody else pointing it out. And I appreciate Christine so much for doing that. So as you are building somebody else up, start to look at their numbers and start to say, hey, you know, look at where you are and you have this one person underneath you. All you have to do is get to this much QB and you've already promoted and you're promoting, and then you continue to build and that person builds, and it just becomes this snowball effect. And that's really how it happened. It came from Laura and Christine and Kayla all just saying, hey girl, you got this, and what can we do to help? And that was the thing that has become a driving force in me also bringing people into this organization. So I at one time was a single mom. I was an 18-year-old mom. And I'm very proud to say I was an 18-year-old mom because my daughter I had at 18, she has a full ride college scholarship. She was salutatorian. I will never be upset that I had her young. However, there's a lot of people who look at that and think you were an 18-year-old mom. I have a master's degree. I've done a lot of things and I'm a hard worker. And I know how hard it is to be a woman where other women are judging you because of whatever experience in life happens to you. This organization does not do that. And at minimum, what this organization provides to everybody is a positive place for women to thrive. And not just women, men too, Josh. So I apologize for kind of, saying women, but we are so blessed right now in life that finally women are realizing to get ahead, you don't have to cut another woman down. You need to be a teammate and build that other woman up, because the more you build somebody else up, the better you are as a person, the better human you are, the better everything comes to you. And we're finally getting that. And so I've had a lot of young kids kind of join in with me. I have a girl who's in college, and her whole goal is to help other college kids to eat better. Okay, how can we do that? What can we do? And so just this month, I've had 6 people that I personally sponsored, and then I had 2 other girls who joined our team. So now, when back in July, I was at only 6 and we just made it over, we're now at 14 after August. So it really is, I believe, truly about the organizational talk. When I've talked about, we have just these wonderful people who are there to support you. They are there to help you. At minimum, you are eating well. You are teaching others to eat well. And that will help you and your family eat better. Because when you're teaching somebody else something, you yourself are learning as well.
I love it. Sarah, if you could give everybody one tip, anybody on here that has either been saying they want to be a leader for a while or is brand new and knows from the start that they'd like to build this into a business, if you could give them one tip, what would you tell them to do?
I would recognize the fact that direct sales are a lot like a marriage, where it goes like this. Everybody sits there and says marriage is so easy and marriage is so great. It's so hunky-dory. It's all lies. We all know that. It goes like this. It's a roller coaster. It's up, it's down, it's all over. It goes in different paths. And I've had parties that have had 0 orders. It's happened. It's frustrating, but it happens. There's always another win to look at. Focus on that win. If there's something that didn't work out so well, find a person to communicate with. Like, hey, can you take a look at my party? See if there's something I'm not doing right. Can you give me some constructive criticism? Because we're all there to learn more and be willing to learn, be willing to listen, be willing to reach out, because this is not easy business at all. Like anybody who thinks direct sales is easy and hunky-dory, they have never done it. This is one of the hardest businesses ever, but you guys are here for the right reasons. You're here to help other people, and remember that when things get rough, you're truly helping somebody else, and that's what's important.
I love that. Everybody give Sarah a silent round of applause here, because I know you're all muted, but thank you, Sarah, so much. And again, I just want to say this one more time. She joined in June, and in July, we told her that she could be a leader that month, and she did it. And she didn't just barely skate by. She did an amazing job. But then last month, they brought in 8 new team members just in that month alone, and the sales are continuing to grow. But the biggest thing that Sarah said right from the start, Sarah, that you started with was, I wasn't even having to ask at first, but I was presenting all the ways to Epicure, all the ways I could change someone's life. And I was giving them the option and the opportunity. Sarah's huge on this, and maybe she doesn't even realize this, but when you talk to Sarah, she makes sure that you know that you're awesome and that there's an opportunity here if you want it, whether that's a business, a hostess plan that's amazing, or products that are life-changing. So way to go, Sarah. So excited for you.
So Kayla, can I ask a question really quick? So
sure.
when you say you're asking and you're presenting all the time, like what is it you're doing? Because you've only been a consultant for a couple of months. So what is it your friends, your family, or whatever, what are you out there just saying to them?
Sarah, can you summarize in 2 minutes and then can you type
Yes.
the rest in the text so that everybody can grab
I can do it in like 30 seconds. So
Okay, perfect.
I always start a party with there's 3 ways to epicure. I have no idea where I found that. But you can epicure by simply supporting your hostess and just trying the products. You can epicure by becoming a hostess and also supporting your hostess because she gets an additional half price item. And then you can also support everyone around you by becoming an epicure consultant and becoming a part of the good food movement and becoming a good food ambassador. That's it.
Yep. And the other thing too, so we can't go on to a tangent, guys, because I want to make sure we stay on task and I don't want to be disrespectful to anyone's evening, especially you East Coast people. I'm super sensitive to how late this gets. So what I will add to that is in any training you participate in this team, they're going to start their demo if they're doing it correctly. Any leader or any consultant as we work with you in that same fashion with leading with the business, the booking, and the ordering opportunity in every demo. But also if you're not doing full lives or maybe you haven't even had a chance to do that yet, every single time I run a cooking class, I talk about bookings before the actual class and the business before and also after. And I know that's something we train in our team and in our VIP groups. 20% of the time I'm talking about booking and the business, and 80% of the time I'm providing value as far as recipes, kitchen hacks, tips, etc. So, and if anybody else wants to type in the chat ideas that they're using as well, but I simply do talk before, during, and after a class, as well as in my VIP group. And I use Instagram stories in places, just like I know Sarah is starting to do a multitude of different ways. And then also when I run into people, when I do have the chance to have a conversation, I'm absolutely presenting it. That's a really great question for sure. And P.S., if anybody wants to stay on afterwards and have some dialogue, that's great. I just want to be really, really aware of the time because I know it gets super late East Coast and they will all choke me after this call from afar because I know it's late for them. And on the other end of the world for Pacific, they're probably having dinner and probably laughing and having a cocktail. Okay, so let's do next up. I have Miss Christy coming on, and Christy is also a fantastic leader in our organization. Christy is a really cool story because Christy hosted one of my very first cooking classes this past fall, and I had no idea that she would have any interest in joining. I don't think I asked her, to be honest, because I presented the opportunity. Here's to what Sarah was saying. I presented the business opportunity at her in-person cooking class last fall, but I didn't ask her because she was with another company. And I always am really careful about that. I never want someone to think I think my company's better or trumps it. And so I presented the opportunity. And when I left, she must have been thinking about it because I don't think it was even days later. I'll let Christy confirm. But she called me and said, okay, after my class, I think I'm going to join you. Blah, 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 blah. And the rest is history. So many of you know her because she came to 100 Million Reasons last fall when Amelia came all the way to Fond du Lac, Wisconsin to help us launch Epicure here in the United States. And she is just a giver. She runs our team calendar. If you don't know what that is yet, ask your upline leader. She is just amazing at sharing. And I want her to share a little bit about her leadership story. And then most importantly, how she has always, from the second I met her, been creative with the way that she finds a new niche or she tries different things to find what works for her. And she doesn't get stuck in the like, well, this thing that Kayla does isn't working for me. Christy's very creative and willing to try different things to find something that really helps her business grow. So Miss Christy, take it away.
Hi, so I'm Christy and I'm in southeastern Wisconsin. And like Kayla said, when she did my cooking class in October, I was not looking to get into another direct sales company. But there I was, stay-at-home mom for about 3 months, stir crazy, never thought I'd be one of those stay-at-home moms. And after about half a bottle of wine that I drank, I was watching the cooking class and I was like, I'm texting my sister who's sitting 2 people away from me in my kitchen. I'm like, this is not rocket science, Amy. I think I could do this. And she's giving me looks. And I jumped in basically because I didn't want to feel guilty for grabbing a latte every now and then just because I wasn't bringing in any income anymore. So just with consistency, I started in October and my team and I promoted to leader in May, and we've been maintaining that every month since then. So the unique thing about my team is that even though I enjoy doing live demonstrations, not necessarily in home because I'm pretty shy, COVID has done very interesting things to my business just because it kind of took me behind the camera instead of behind somebody's kitchen table, and it gave me a lot more confidence. So I enjoy doing virtual classes. However, I have some people on my team who want to make this work, but don't necessarily want to be doing live demonstrations. So I was thinking and kind of put together a document that describes a lot of different things that you can do besides a live cooking class. And then last week in particular, I tried something called a workshop, which I will get into after I just describe a couple different options. So very quickly, if you are not into getting behind a camera, I totally get it, but we do have options for you. One of the things that we did pre-COVID for our virtual classes was something called a text and graphics class. And this is basically in Facebook, and you pick about 15 pieces of content and corresponding photographs, and then you schedule a date and time to have your posts go off every other minute. I did for 30 minutes. And it's really fun when people get on live to kind of watch the posts go and people are participating. And that is a way that you can do a cooking class without an actual live demo. If you think that a demonstration is important to describe what the steamer does or our cookware or what have you, did you realize that Epicure has everything all set up for you? If you log into your back office and then go to Epicure University, I believe it is, and then you click on cooking classes, there are several videos right there of demonstrations that Epicure home office has actually recorded for us that we can use ourselves. So you could do your text and graphics class and then just add in that post with that demonstration that the home office has done, or else you can just pick a couple pieces of content to share over a couple days and include that video that you didn't have to do yourself. And then finally, we have group classes. I know that you guys have seen posts here and there about leaders doing group classes. This is just something that we do because we want everybody to win here in the Trautmann tribe. That really is what we are focusing on, is everybody winning. So different leaders will take turns to open up one of their classes for lots of consultants to participate in. The leader schedules all the classes, the leader does the live demonstration, and it's just your job to either invite your people or invite your host and have them join in on the fun. Now, I'm going to tell you this, with any of these virtual Facebook events, I have been joking with my hosts that it doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't matter what I post. It doesn't matter what I cook. It doesn't matter what I say. What matters is their excitement. What matters is you hostess coaching your host so that they know how to have a successful class. Make sure that they are interacting on every post. Make sure they are personally reaching out to every one of their guests, following up, sharing why they're excited about Epicure. Lately, just to maximize my time, I've been doing private groups yet for my hosts, but I've been doing one demonstration, broadcasting live from my business page. So these 3 classes are all getting the same content, same demonstration, and it always just blows my mind how different the results can be because I know which one of my hosts are listening to me and which one of my hosts are not. So that just goes to show you as a consultant do your very best every single time. But like Sarah said, sometimes there's just going to be duds, and that's okay. Move on. Find somebody different. Okay, and now finally, what Kayla wanted me to share was something that I tried on Facebook last week. Now, I have really been digging into some social marketing strategies because personal development is super important if you want to be successful here in any home business and anything that you do in life. And a common theme that I saw was if you want to really promote a big event or anything big, look at your calendar, count back 2 weeks, and start promoting an event then. So what I did is I looked at my calendar and I thought, you know, what are some common themes that I see? People are busy. People want something quick and easy. They want clean eating. So I did a workshop, I called it, 7 days of quick and easy clean meals with Epicure. And what I did is I created a meal plan, a grocery list, and organized all of my recipes that my family was in theory eating for 7 days. And I invited people who were brand new to Epicure. I shared this in my stories. I promoted it at a vendor event that I had, and I also promoted it in my VIP group. And I did this with the sole intention of it being educational. I wasn't going to be sharing links. I wasn't going to be telling people that they needed to buy from me. I just wanted to have the opportunity to share about Epicure in the kind of environment where it would just be informative. My county has like a West Bend Wellness group that I shared the information in as well. I was just trying to get brand new people there. And then, like I mentioned, I shared my recipes for every meal that I cooked for 7 days. I cooked live once a day for 7 days, which it got like my week gave me a couple curveballs, but we still made it happen. And in the end, what happened was I got a booking. And then I have 2 people who are asking me more questions about the business, because sometimes you might notice those people in your VIP groups, the ones who kind of follow you to whatever you do or whatever you invite them to, they're doing that because they're curious. And when they see you be consistent, and when they see you just continue on no matter what life throws you, they start getting more confidence that maybe they could do something like this. So basically I got results that I was looking for, and I thought that this was just a really interesting kind of new way to introduce it to people if you have the time to invest. So that's what I did, was a 7-day workshop. And my advice to you would be just don't like make any promises in the beginning. I didn't release my menu in the beginning or which days I was going to be cooking what. And I was thankful for that, just because, like I said, my week threw me a couple curveballs. So I had to switch a couple things around, but it all turned out okay in the end.
I love it. And I love you, Christy. And I love how you're creative and what you said, because you show up consistently all the time around your, crazy family and, just life happening. That is what attracts people to you. So if you could give people one tip for, you said you joined in October and you promoted in May. So obviously Sarah's story was join in June, promote in July, crazy fast. And yours hasn't been slow by any means in the first year of business, but it wasn't maybe that rapid fire pace. What would you give anybody on this call that is maybe feeling either like they're not doing it quick enough or they wish they were going faster? What's a tip that you have for them?
Be consistent. Because I joined not necessarily wanting to be a leader. I just wanted something to do. I wanted the community, and my calendar was not looking happy from January to, March. And I just had an event that threw me into great momentum. But in those months when I didn't have much going on, I stayed extremely consistent in my recipe club. And those people had no idea what was happening to my cooking class calendar. They just knew that I was showing up there for them every single day.
I love that. So many times, Christy, we see a consultant who has goals, or even if they're here minimally, but just want to stay active or want to have parties now and then. And they wonder why, they can't find that same groove. And I honestly related to that, because you stop showing up. If you don't post in your VIP group or show recipes or cook daily, what makes anybody take you serious? Thus the company, thus it being a solution. And then they doubt, is it really a blessing to their life during the season? And I think you're a great example of that. So that's amazing. One thing I want to quick add is I'm going to quick do some recognition, which is key. And I always make time for this on our call. And then I'm going to wrap up with a couple of fall tips. One of the biggest things that I don't say technically, but this is a really good place to say it. Thanks to Christy sharing. And thank you, Christy, so much for being willing to share something that you just, you just started testing. Is cooking classes, you guys, are bread and butter, not because Epicure cares if you do a cooking class or how you exactly do it. But cooking classes are what we do because we know it shares good food with more people quicker. And it gives you the chance to have an audience like Christy's talking about, like Sarah's talking about, like Courtney and I were talking about right before this call tonight, where you get to talk about the customer side of it, the hostess side of it, and the business side of it. If you go one by one at a time and you only do reaches behind the scenes and you have 25 people in your Facebook group, let's say, it just takes you longer. Is that bad? no, we welcome anyone into our community. We're thrilled you're here. But if you follow the cooking class model and you learn to do in-person or virtual or catalog or whatever is going to get you in front of a crowd, fundraisers, you're going to be really glad in the end, because that's how we grow brand recognition. That's how we bless people. That's how you truly help people, is you share it with people. And that's the fastest way to share it. So thank you again, Christy and Sarah, for sharing. Okay, now some fun stuff. Raise your hand, put your cameras on, if you completed Fast Start month 1, 2, or 3 this last month. If you're in your Fast Start and you completed some things, maybe you rank advanced, maybe you got bonuses, maybe you earned, who loves those senior consultant VIP executive bonuses? Aren't those awesome? Love it. Okay, clapping for all of you guys. Congratulations. Obviously, you guys know we shout people out live time as people achieve those accomplishments. So hopefully your name has been in lights. And if not, please let your leader know, just in case they haven't received an email or notice that you accomplished something. How many of you have 4 cooking classes or more booked this month? I got to take it off of speaker view really quick because now I can see everyone. Okay, raise your hands. 4 cooking classes or more. Woo, woo, look at that. We love that, because that means you're being consistent. As Christy said, this is a huge thing. If you don't have 4 classes and you want them, please, again, reach out to your leader and we will support you in that. How many of you have new hosts coming up for the first time ever, either already this month or with the new catalog? How many of you have new people? I do too. I'm really excited. Okay, yay, love it. Okay. We had in the month of August, so this is August recognition, okay? We had 28 leaders hit leader or above, so hit their numbers, which is amazing. Leader qualifications, really quick, if you don't know that, is 6,000 in team sales with the leader and 6 people on their team. So 7 people total working their business in the month. So that's incredible. And I'm super proud of that. We had 43 people in this organization hit bonus club. So 2,000 QV or more, 43. So of course, you guys know I made it my goal 50 for September. 50 of you are hitting that bonus club. So again, if you don't know what that is, just simply having 2,000 QV or more in any given month earns you a bonus from the company, which is amazing. We had 98 new people join us in the month of August. And last I checked for September already, and some of them are on here, we have over 30 that have already joined us this month. So that new kit is fantastic. If you are afraid to share it, I want to take 30 seconds and say, listen to Christy, listen to Sarah, look at Tiffany and Courtney, brand new leaders that just promoted, and the advice that was given tonight already. Go out and share the 3 ways to Epicure and let people decide. Don't prejudge, because I think that you're going to be really, really surprised and impressed with how people receive an invitation to check something out, and also what you can do for somebody else's life. I need to see who's making lots of noise. Okay. But yeah, so just make sure that you are inviting to the business. And if you don't know what we're talking about when we're saying the new kit, we just launched our fall business kit for $99 in the US, $125 Canadian, and it's fantastic. It has all you need to get started, including the new kitchen scissors, which if you have not seen them yet, they are fantastic. So, and I also love the cooling racks, which is our new cookware for the fall season. So that's awesome. Okay, let's do, we're gonna change it up a little bit this month. We're gonna do trip achievers first. Let me pull up my report here, and then we're gonna do tops in sales, and then we're gonna finish up with some fall tips. So this month, I get to recognize we already have 9 people that have earned the incentive trip. So the names that you already knew, we had Rachel Crofts and myself, Karen McAfee, Mary Pargett, Elise Hersel, all already earned trip for 1 and trip for 2 prior to this. Actually, Mary, you might have earned trip for 2 this month, but we have been locked in. And now we added to the list Miss Christine Nacky. We just were talking about the pronunciation of her name, Samantha Breister, Claudia, who I know is on tonight, and Laura as well. So Laura Kaiholt. So we have 9 people that have already earned Jamaica. If you don't know about our Jamaica trip, you're going to want to be there. And many of you are super close. So I'm going to read off some of our next people in line. Stephanie Fox is less than, she's like 1,100 points away. So any day now. I have her graphic made. So we're ready to celebrate you, Stephanie. We are so excited. We have Andrea Sneed, who's about 2,000 points away. So super close. Sarah McClanathan, about 3,000 points away. Laura Slaughter, similar. Christy, who was just presenting you guys, Christy is about 5,000 points away. And again, to earn a trip, it's doable. You get points on your sales, points on your new team member sales, and also rank advancement points as you rank advance or help leaders in your downline rank advance. And so these are trip achievers that have earned this since the start of April. We started trip tracking in April, and we finish at the end of October. So there's still lots of time to earn the trip for 1 or for 2. And don't worry, after this earning period is over, if you're brand new, like Josh is brand new, then we will have a new trip announced soon or at some point, and we'll get to find out where we're going next. But this trip achievement period is through the end of October. We also have, I got to read a couple more. We have Kate DeFord, who is about 6,000 points away. Shelly Winkers, who's about 7,000 points away. Miss Kendi, same, guys, right there. Kelsey Zetak is less than 10,000 points away. Amanda Waterman, just over that. Tara, you are so stinking close. Tara's on here tonight. Sonia, Angela Morris, Kelsey True, all of you within achievement. I mean, you're right there. So if any of you pull up your reports in the back office under myepicare.com and then reports, and you can see your trip tracking in the bottom right hand corner, if any of you look at that and you're like, oh, I have 20-some thousand points, can I still earn Jamaica? The answer is yes. You need 45,000 points, and we would love to work with you and help you achieve it. If you haven't achieved it yet, just reach out to your upline leader, okay? We also had some new leaders earn their leader retreat. I want to take a quick second to recognize that. Leader retreat is a reward that you can earn the 3 months after you promote to leader. So if you promoted in May, you had June, July, and August to earn this achievement. And we have some that are still working on the qualifications, and they can wrap it up this month. And so I think there'll be some more names that we're going to acknowledge. But right now we have Christine Nacky, Karen McAfee, Christy Marklin, and Andrea Sneed that all locked in their free trip, completely all expenses paid, to Canada, flights, meals, swag, lodging, training, the hotel, the whole thing. If we get to go, cross your fingers, we get to go soon, to see home office and to just be a part of what Amelia and Sylvie have created. So that's there for you when you qualify as a leader in this company. It's something that Epicare gives you. On top of that, I want all of you to go grab your calendar or a piece of paper quick. I'm going to give you a tip. I'm waiting patiently. I'm giving you a second to grab your calendar or a piece of paper. Okay, April 2021, we have conference in Montreal, and I want you to write it down. It's the 13th of April if you're a leader. Otherwise, it starts the 14th if you're not, through the 16th. And come hell or high water, this team is going to a conference. So write that down in your calendar. And then also, don't forget, back it up a few months, January, the last weekend in January, the Trautmann organization is having a leader retreat that my husband and I are putting on for you in good old Wisconsin. So you're all coming to the cheese state. It's going to be lovely. You're going to be so glad. So plan on it. You can see details for that retreat. If you want to see how you can be there, simply hit leader this fall for the first time. If you're already a leader, you guys know that you're all invited, and there's a way to earn it expense paid so that you can get there. And you can find an event in the Trautmann organization Facebook group that is about the leader retreat. So I want to make sure I plug that. Okay, now the moment that everyone waits for. As our team gets bigger, this is super exciting. This is going to be our top 10 in sales amongst all of you, amongst all the teams combined, because throughout the month, we celebrate, after month end, we celebrate the top individual teams. So tonight I celebrated the Trautmann team and celebrated Christy, Christy, I love you too, celebrated Courtney and Tiffany's promotion to leader and all of my downline. I know Sarah's celebrated her team, and Laura and Sonia and Sam, they've all been shouting out their teams. That is each team's moment in the spotlight. Tonight we come together as one big organization, and I pull the top 10 in sales, and nobody knows really where they fell unless you're literally making notes as each team celebrates themselves. And so this is really fun to see where everybody fell. So I'm really pumped tonight to celebrate, in particular, these names, because there's some really new names on here that many people don't know. And so we've got some really strong up and coming future leaders and just rock stars in this org. So starting in the 10th place, Kendra Storm with 3231 QV. Amazing work, Kendra. So excited for you. Definitely a future leader. Then we have Annie, and Annie, I'm going to kill your last name because I've never said it out loud, but I think it's Gonstead, and you had 3233 QV. Again, another team that is working on qualifying for leader. She is an Emily's team, and we're so excited for her. Next, so this would be number 8. We had Laura Kaiholt with 3305, amazing director from Pennsylvania. We have Kelsey True in the 7th place with 3371, newer leader and just rocking it out. Next up in the 6th place, we have one of my personal teammates that I just sponsored, and I'm so excited because she is a teacher, you guys, and she has slammed with virtual learning and all the things, and she finished her first month, well, 2 weeks in, with 3688 QV, which is incredible. So Jamie Penny, if you know her or don't know her, send her a message and say, Jamie, you're amazing, and thank you for being a teacher and loving on students. In the 5th place, we had Miss Courtney Renderman, always there in the top, so I'm so proud of you, my friend, 3922 QV. In 4th place, Karen McAfee, who I love and adore, 4228 QV. So think about this, guys. This is in 1 month, and most of these individuals I'm reading work full-time jobs, have families, volunteer, do a ton of things, okay? In 3rd place, Stephanie Fox with 4493 QV. Again, a teacher that at the last second, like 4 days before school was to start, got switched to virtual learning versus in person. So just huge applause there. In 2nd place, we have Sarah. I always say your name wrong, I think, but I'm just going to say it confidently. Sarah Bayer, I think, at 5379. Okay. Seriously, Sarah's new on the team. She's in, I think, month 2, and 5379 QV. Again, another teacher, and she's the one that shared earlier. She's gluten-free. She was baking a treat for her teachers tomorrow, I think. And so just incredible. I came in next, but I don't count myself in the number, but I do want to share. I came in at 7437, but I was beat again by the fantastic, fabulous Rachel Crofts from Wisconsin at 9395. Yeah, everyone's chin goes. So you can all send her a message and then say, Rachel, you need to do a training on just sales. Okay. We all pick on her, but I will tell you guys something. Rachel is a rock star, and she's just so consistent. What Christy said as advice, what Sarah said as advice is what she does. She runs cooking classes. She presents this in 3 ways, and she is uber consistent. So congratulations, everybody. Give all of our tops a huge round of applause, all of our trip achievers. I'm just so excited for all of you. And I'm excited because every month it's a toss up on who's going to be in the tops. So anybody can have their name in here, and just know that you matter whether you sell $1 or 10,000. That's your new goal, Rachel, 10,000 QV. Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm not setting Rachel's goals for her publicly, kind of. A couple fun facts for you really quick. We sold $1.5 million from January 1st until September 1st. I ran the numbers. So we as an organization have done $1.5 million already this year, the Trautmann organization. That is mind-blowing to me. I was like, oh my gosh, I have to tell them that. So I hope that gets you excited. We got paid last month in commission, just last month, not the bonuses, just the commissions. Oh shoot, I didn't write down my month. I wrote the whole grand total since the beginning of the year. I'm going to read you this, and then when I celebrate the leaders, I'm going to tell you our commissions in a couple of days. But I wrote down 374,000 plus from the first of the year till now in Team Friday paydays. That's just the Fridays. No leader bonuses, nothing else. $374,000. That's you guys. That's our entire organization. That's really powerful. That is what Sarah said, a blessing to other people if they need this right now. It just is proof that you guys are changing lives. Our best month prior to August had been $281,000 in sales as an org, give or take some change. I'm rounding here for time's sake. And last month we sold 292,000. So we beat it. And so obviously this month I set the goal, everybody make a note of this. I set the goal for $350,000, 150 new team members, 5 new leaders, and 50 or more people that earn bonus club. Okay. I'm holding you all accountable. I want all of you in that club. I hope it's really 100 when we finish the month. Oh, and also one more fun fact. $30,000 alone in 18 hours of new product pre-order. $30,000 alone in the 18 hours after the season launch for consultants in new product pre-orders. Now, there could be a give or take some dollars from a cooking class in there. I can't obviously distinguish that, but I thought you guys would find it impressive that in 18 hours, that's what you can build here. This isn't me. This isn't the Kayla show. I'm just, guys, I come from a small town of Leroy that has 2 bars and a church. Like I went to school for business, yes, but I don't think that that's like anything to do with why I'm successful here. I love people. I love food, and I love being a part of this tribe. And I'm so thankful and honored that you're here with me. So my tips for fall before we get off of here, I'm doing so good on time tonight. I just want everyone to recognize this. Okay. East Coast, I know you love me inside. Okay. Here's what I'm going to tell you for fall. Are you ready? Okay. Close your eyes. I like this exercise. I still see lots of eyes open. Close them. Think about what you want to do here this fall. Take a second and think about this. What would you like to do with your Epicure business this fall? And then I want you to take it and I want you to double it in your mind, because that's what can happen here, or 3 times or 4 times. As you listen to Christy, who came here to buy herself coffee, guilt-free. And you listen to Sarah, who came here to just kind of see alongside her other part-time jobs. And you think about Tiffany, brand new leader Tiffany, who is a college professor, joined me Memorial Day weekend and is just killing it in Indiana. And I'm so excited to know her. And what a cool thing. Guys, people don't just fall into these goals or these success stories. They take a second and they sit down and they dream it out. Like, what could this be for me this fall? How many lives could I change? How many people that have celiac could I bless with this? What could I do for people who need free, good, healthy groceries? How many fundraisers could I do and raise funds for good causes? What could this do for my family? Maybe you don't know what it's like to not live paycheck to paycheck, or maybe you've never had a dream vacation, and right now travel obviously isn't happening like normal, but it's okay to save and plan. Maybe you don't have any retirement funds, and that's something that kind of holds you back in life as an embarrassment. Maybe you hate your job and you would love to get out to be a better, healthier human being and a better parent and a better spouse. Whatever it is, guys, fall is the time when you take it and you double, triple, or quadruple it. Easy, especially with what's happening right now with trends, people eating at home. Our season is lined up for at-home meals, easy pantry staple type of things, health at the front and center, but more than that, still a convenience that even drive-through or takeout can't offer. So my tip number 1 for you this fall is honestly think about what you want and then dream a little bigger or a lot bigger, because any leader in this team, any success story in this industry will tell you it started with just some belief and then just doing it, just showing up. It's going to be fun. Okay, next, book yourself. Number 2, book yourself for next week, or use the company's event on 9/15 to launch the season with your VIPers. Never take for granted the power of how consistent you've been, even if you've been here 1 day or a month or since we launched last year. There is people who, if shown this new season and kind of gathered together virtually, they will jump in and they will purchase, or they will book, or they will join you, because this new season is wow factor awesome. Every month there's going to be exclusives coming out that have different new products. Our base catalog is fantastic. You guys, this is awesome. So make sure you do some kind of season launch for yourself. If you feel comfortable doing in-home, amazing, do in-home. Obviously do safe practicing of what you feel is appropriate with mask wearing and social distancing, but reach out to your customers and treat season launch like a party. And hostess coach yourself, because like Sarah said, it's how much your hostess puts in. That's what you get out of it. Posting on social media and throwing a watch party up of the season launch, probably not going to get you much. But if you work it, you could have a really successful next week, Tuesday night. And then of course, think of that as a chance to really start your fall calendar or add to your fall calendar if it's already strong. So number 3, here's my best tips for booking additional classes. Are you ready? Circle back to your winter 2019, 2020 before COVID hostesses. I know it's hard to even remember before COVID, but it's a thing. That's the only way I can tell time. Go back to your spring 2020 during COVID hostesses and get them booked again. Epicure purposely does 3 catalogs a year, so you have 3 chances to book people. Who do you know that could use a fundraiser? Who do you know that would make an amazing hostess that you could ask that you've never asked before? Have you revisited your contact list of 100, especially if you've been here more than a couple months, especially if you're brand new? Have you made your contact list of 100? The training in the back office will walk you through that. Who could you sell corporate Christmas gifts to? What companies do you know that could use you? Because you guys, these companies make these decisions now, not in November. Don't wait. Get out in front of people right now. What vendor events could you do? What online things could you put together? What unique idea like Christy did could you do? That's how you rock the season, okay? Number 4, and kind of related to this, is make a new season list, a brain dump. Dump your brain and say, who would be amazing on my team this fall? Who could use this business opportunity? Who could use freebies? Who would love to host with me? And maybe they don't even know they'd love to host. You just think they'd be amazing because they're well networked. And who would be an awesome customer that you have not gotten to work with yet because they couldn't decide, or maybe you tried to connect with them and then life happened, their dog passed away, or their job changed, or COVID hit. And so now is a great time to circle back to those people. New season is a time to circle back. If you've read the book, Get Over Your Damn Self, this is the perfect reason to circle back. This is a time in business to go back to anybody that wasn't a solid no, leave me alone, and circle back. And then just be brave and ask a few more scary people, those successful corporate people you're intimidated by, or the foodie on Facebook that seems to know everything and you are literally scared poopless to talk to her about Epicure. Ask those people, because those people truly need what we have too. They just don't know it yet. Okay, so your action. Set goals and then multiply them as we talked about. But don't just say, I want to hit fast start, or I want to hit leader, or that. That's not going to work. It has to be something that moves you. I want to hit leader because the bonuses and the leader pay over the course of 12 months would mean that I could take my family to Disney World when travel's allowed again. Or I could pay off the minivan that's already falling apart that we're just kind of upside down on and in debt. We need to get rid of that. Or I could pay off my college loans that we've been paying on for 14 years and it's embarrassing. It has to mean something to you. You have to have a reason. It doesn't even have to be financial, but sometimes a number can help you make it a SMART goal and make it trackable. But set goals that actually mean something to you. And then know your why. Really, truly know your why. I've just challenged my leaders this morning. I send out a leader email every Monday. And this week, part of the activity is to have them write a note to themselves about how they feel at the end of fall, or how they feel at the end of the year when they're closing out their business for the year and they've accomplished what. What do they want to accomplish, and how does it feel to do that? For me, building this lake house feels amazing because 6 months ago or a year ago, I was still oh my gosh, I lost my job with a different company. And is my hard work and countless hours and just the sacrifices I make to do this startup phase again, going to be worth it? And so I can literally smell the trees. I can picture walking in my front door and the house isn't dug yet. But that's how real that why or that vision is to me. That makes me get up and handle a shipping issue in the morning, or work with a hostess who I can tell is rolling her eyes at me behind the scenes and not doing my coaching, right, Sarah? That makes me do it because I have a why. So set goals, know your why. And then third action item is just crush it. Just show the F up. Kendi, I didn't say the word, okay? I used an abbreviation. Show the F up. Just be consistent because you want to. Not because I'm asking you to, or these leaders are telling you to, but because you really want to be here and you want to be a part of this. You want to change lives. You want to share it. And because it's fun and it's exciting. Those are my best tips. Okay, before questions, I have to show you guys the slides. So I couldn't get my screen viewer to work before. So I'm gonna try one more time. I wanna show you guys the people that have promoted this month in title. Otherwise, I do every month show them on the first of the month. I do a red carpet post. So if I can't get this to show right now, will you all go promise me you're gonna go find that post, search red carpet, look for September 1st and show them some love? Because for some reason my screen share wasn't working. I was trying to get it up when Christy was talking. Oh, sugar. Okay, hold on. I think I got it. Okay, I want to quickly do this. It's important because these are people that promoted in rank. So if you're still with me, we had Chastity complete senior consultant qualifications and rank advanced last month. We had Allison do the same. P.S. Isn't her picture adorable? We had Becky do the same. Kendra, and guys, senior consultant is a huge level. I'm so proud of all of you. Brooke, congratulations. This means that you shared the business opportunity with your first consultant that got their business started and thus rank advanced due to that first level. Jill, congratulations. We had Karen do it. And P.S. Karen's picture is my favorite, obviously. Look at what she's drinking. Okay, next slide. We had Samantha do it. I know she couldn't be on tonight, but I want to recognize Sam. We had Patty rank advance. We had, is it Teresa? I think it's Teresa, how you say it. Teresa, if that's wrong, you can come and scold me. We had Alicia do it. And then she also double rank advanced to VIP, which is amazing. Again, that's 2 consultants joining your team. Alicia, rank advanced to VIP. Congratulations, friend. We had Jamie hit VIP this month, which was huge. Again, 2 consultants launching their business. We had Kim hit senior consultant level and VIP. We had Jennifer P. hit VIP. We had Candace hit senior consultant, VIP consultant, and executive consultant all in the same month. So everyone give Candace a big shout out. She is one of our future leaders running for leader this month. We had Becky hit VIP and executive. And Becky, you are a gem to work with. If you are on here, Becky, I love working with you. And we had Jenny hit VIP and executive as well, also running for leader this month. I think you guys will kind of see a common thread. We had Miss Courtney Renderman, woo woo, brand new leader. I love this picture of you, Courtney. And then we had Tiffany, who came in at senior consultant at the start of the month. So she hit VIP, executive, and leader all in 1 month. And it was a fantastic run. And I'm so excited and proud of you, Tiffany. And then, oh, there's a trip slide. Hold on. We had Amelia as well at the last second. Amelia, I'm so proud of you. You snuck in there and you got a VIP consultant before the end of the month. And that's a huge deal again. So if you're new here, really quick, senior consultant is 1 consultant on your team. VIP is 2 and executive is 3. And if you're in your Fast Start, make sure you go review the Fast Start flyer because it's really good bonuses for you in Fast Start. But any time is amazing. So, okay, any questions? I'm going to end the recording.